we're seeing an upward trend in the number of devices per individual, which is expected to increase rapidly over the coming years. And when you have that, you have a demand for decentralized infrastructure, decentralized technologies. And I think that's where blockchain really has a part to play.
As a cornerstone to kind of making machines and devices more autonomous, they need their own identities, right? And they also need, as you say, their own ability to consume and to pay for things that they do.
We had a driverless car, autonomous vehicle, connected car, transacting automatically with a smart city parking service. And then we also looked at that car monetizing its data by selling that data to a smart congestion service.
This is also something demonstrated already in 2017 at the MWC, that we can have identities for our devices. So if my phone is a part of my, when I make a trip, for example, I can give the booking system the identity of my phone, and I can have all the Wi-Fi system automatically authenticating my phone and giving me secure connectivity.
What you're seeing with tokenization is the ability to put an asset on the blockchain, create tokens, and then share the ownership to institutions, entities, and a different wider pool of investor that you didn't have before.
So you start differentiating between owning an asset and using an asset, right? So those two get more disconnected. Someone can own it, someone can use it. So you get a more dynamic kind of use of anyone's asset. And that's one part of the kind of the digitalization of things, right?
I think it's a very interesting time. You know, what impact will digital transformation, or digital journeys, as they're now starting to call them, have on the impact of telco entities to take advantage and really seize the opportunity that technologies like 5G, AI, and blockchain present?
Yeah, I agree with you that those are probably the three kind of cornerstones. And what will be built on top, that is just, it's unknown, right? That's what we're having ahead of us. Where should we go? We have the opportunity to identify and to compensate for services, identify ourselves as a device, and we have the low latency, we have the high throughput of our new generation networks, and we have AI to automate this, to kind of make sure that the decisions are more or less instantaneous and as friction-free as possible.
Welcome to the Cryptoteacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family. It's a very imperative time we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, of course, I want to thank those who donated to Patreon and the Cash App. Also, basically those who purchased the book, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Much love. Now, of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin first and cryptos. Right now, Bitcoin, the stable coins were below $1. Tether has just went above $1. So, guys, we are going to get a pump. Now, the pump probably will be anywhere between 10.5 and 11.5. And then you already know we always correct ourselves. So whatever crypto that you're in, get yourself ready, because we're definitely going to head up. Now, I'm not a technical analysis person, so I don't look at charts. What I do look at is the stable coins, and then also the Fed and Mnuchin is going to meet June 30th. So what do we know? That means that they want the markets to look good while they speak to the public. Just like I said, we're going to get that pump, but we always take a leg down. So make sure, guys, that we're looking at the stable coins, XRP, and then also the volume when it picks up. It's like I said, guys, the pump is about to come in. Now, of course, we have Friday, we have the close to $1 billion expiring, but it looks like everybody's calling for a higher price. So most likely, they're not going to cash out. Now, just like I said, make sure we are sticking to the fundamentals. We know on the weekends, institutional investors come in. So just like I stated, they do want the market looking good for the 30th. Now, basically, we have VeChain as solutions as far as with the C ships. We know VeChain is, for the supply chain to make it simpler. We know VeChain is going to be big, especially in China. We know that the Belt and Road is very, very important to the new China economy. Just like I said, that's going to be the new empire. So we know VeChain is going to be big. Now, also the Italian banks are going to be testing digital currency. So guys, as you can see, everybody is moving over to digital. Why? It's a new world order. It's a new global currency. Now, the video I showed you, as far as with the whale, of course, we're going to have that pump, so that's why I did the whale video. But then also, that was, I think it was a 7D image. So basically, guys, that look real, the hologram, and Google right now is going to be fact-checking images. So the fact is that, of course, what you see is not always the truth. And we know that with TV, period. I'll go over that. But also, Apple, of course, had their little meeting. Apple is going to turn your phone into a digital key. Now, guys, we know technology is great. But the fact is that basically, if someone hacks into your phone, they're walking off with your car. So, guys, like I said, technology is great when it's in the right hands. Bad is when it's in the wrong hands. Now, getting over to the big news, we have PayPal and Venmo bringing crypto to the masses. And we know once PayPal and Venmo bring it, everybody else is going to come. But guys, we know this is part of the plan. So the fact is, whenever they decide to launch it, it's going to be simple. And right now, if you look at the technology, they already have it simple. We have Pay ID that you'll be able to use any currency. So that's perfect for PayPal and Venmo. So all of that is going to be, all of it's going to be integrated, guys. All of it's going to be tied in together. We just have to, look at the big picture. But PayPal and Venmo, you're talking about hundreds of millions of people coming on board to the digital currency. But they're not understanding the workings of it, the same way with the Federal Reserve. Of course, you use the dollar all the time, but how many people are understanding the work behind it? And the fact is, this paper money that they're printing. But the masses are not going to care as long as they go to swipe and pay for whatever they decide to pay for. That's all they care about. Now, going over again, basically we have the Fed and Mnuchin meeting June 30th with the House panel. Guys, we know the spreadsheet balance sheet is like 10 trillion. We were, getting scared with 4 trillion. Now, of course, it's 10 trillion, and we know globally, you're talking about hundreds of trillions of dollars in debt. Deutsche Bank, warns of emergency with all these dollars. Guys, everybody has a dollar. But the fact is that basically, once they move all this on blockchain and crypto, is this going to be a matter of punching keys? Then all the algorithms, automation, all that will be able to control it. You don't have to worry about somebody watching your money. So the Federal Reserve, all these people they have on payroll, paying good money to, they won't have that to worry about because all this is going to be automated. Now, guys, we had Peter Navarro saying that the trade deal is over with China. Guys, we know that first trade deal made no sense. All that was about, agriculture. It had nothing to do with tech, and that's what was the big point, is that them stealing all of the property rights as far as with tech is concerned. They're not going to do that because we know we gave all that technology to them. So, guys, we just have to make sure that we see the bigger picture. Now, we also had the Secret Service tell the media to leave off grounds. Guys, don't forget that Obama signed the law where they only can come a certain amount of feet to the White House, but that's for a reason, because when the mass is going to get upset, where are they going to head? Now, lastly, of course, this is going to be funny to my Patreon people. I had just posted this a few days ago, but Starbucks is going to be adding Impossible Foods to their menu. So, guys, don't forget these fake plant-based meats. Do not mess with them. Do not mess with them. Do your research. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Bitrue, Coinbase, Binance. Also, your stocks, guys, basically your cobalt, your chip stocks, your gaming, and never ever bet against the banks. Also, everybody sitting at home, don't forget about those stocks. Of course, the C word, the biotech stocks, they've been, pumping and dumping those all day. So if you're a trader, that's easy money. And then also, guys, because everybody's sitting at home getting free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.